Jai Gurudev, that sounds incredibly beneficial. What about the emerging research on the communal or social effects of participating in such rituals? Social cohesion and collective consciousness are important aspects of rituals like the Mahalaxmi homam. There is increasing interest in understanding how group activities like the collective chanting and participation in a fire ritual influence group dynamics and community health. Research from the fields of sociology and psychology, particularly studies from Harvard University, have found that group rituals help strengthen social bonds and promote a sense of shared identity. These communal experiences can reduce feelings of isolation and increase empathy among participants. In a global context, these findings are important because they show that such rituals, beyond their spiritual and environmental benefits, foster a sense of community and belonging. This has far-reaching implications for both mental health and societal well-being, as it promotes a positive social interaction and cooperation. How do you see this kind of research affecting the perception of traditional rituals on a global scale? I believe that this research serves as a bridge between ancient traditions and modern lifestyles. By grounding the benefits of homums like the Mahalakshmi homum in scientific evidence, we can attract a wider, more diverse audience, both spiritually and intellectually. It is an opportunity to showcase a profound multidimensional value of these practices to an international audience that is increasingly focused on holistic wellness, mental wealth, and environmental sustainability. We are finding more and more that modern science is catching up to the timeless wisdom of the Vedic traditions. This not only validates the practices but also expands their relevance in today's world. You have shared some incredible insights on the physiological and communal benefits of the Mahalakshmi Homam. Are there any new areas of research that explore other dimensions, perhaps in the realm of energy fields or environmental science? Yes, there is a growing body of international research exploring how rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam influence energy fields both on a personal and environmental level. This research is still relatively new but promising. For example, scientists and researchers in quantum biology are exploring how certain types of electromagnetic fields generated during homums can potentially harmonize biological systems. These studies suggest that the repetitive chanting of Vedic mantras coupled with the fire element creates a bioenergetic field that can enhance cell regeneration and repair processes. That's incredible. Are there any implications for broader environmental science or even planetary health? Absolutely, the environmental effects of rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam are beginning to be viewed through the lens of planetary health, an emerging field that connects human health to the well being of the entire planet. As I mentioned, the purification aspect of these rituals is significant. International researchers have confirmed that the particles released during yajnas can neutralize air pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide, which are common environmental toxins. This process has been documented in both Indian and European studies, reinforcing the idea that hormones can contribute to improving air quality. Additionally, ongoing research is looking at how hormones may influence climate civilization. In 2019, an environmental study from Germany found that fire rituals, when performed in large gatherings, could significantly lower particulate pollution in a controlled radius due to the natural herbs and substances used. This kind of research holds promise for understanding how ancient practices can be part of modern ecological solutions. It seems that modern science is validating the multidimensional impacts of these ancient rituals. How do you think this will shape the future of rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam? I think we are heading toward a renaissance of ancient wisdom, where spiritual practices like the Mahalakshmi Homam will be integrated into global discussions on health, wellness, and the environment. As scientific research continues to validate the effects of these rituals from personal well being to planetary health, we will see more people globally becoming interested in such traditions. What's It's clear that the effects of rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam are multidimensional. Are there any new international studies exploring the impact of homums on mental health beyond the stress reducing effects you mentioned earlier? Yes, there is exciting new research emerging in the field of psychophysiology, particularly in how rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam influence deeper aspects of mental and emotional health. Studies conducted by neuroscience researchers in the US and Europe are delving into how repetitive mantras and rhythmic rituals affect the brain's neural pathways. They have discovered that the specific frequencies generated during Vedic chanting, such as those used in the homam, can lead to enhanced neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. This means that participating in these rituals can help rewire the brain, fostering greater resilience against anxiety and depression. One key aspect being studied is the activation of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for relaxation. Chanting mantras like those in Mahalaxmi homam has been shown to reduce activity in the amygdala, the brain's emotional center responsible for fear and stress. This can result in long lasting mental health benefits, from improved focus and mental clarity to emotional stability. That's quite profound. Are there also any global studies linking these practices to longevity or overall well being? Absolutely. Researchers are increasingly looking into how rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam influence overall well being and even longevity. International longevity studies, particularly those from universities in the US and Japan, have focused on meditation and ritualistic practices that include sound and fire like the Homam. To understand their effects on aging, what they have found is that these rituals can lower oxidative stress, a key factor in aging and age related diseases, by reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, which are major contributors to chronic illnesses. The homum can contribute to longer, healthier lives. Moreover, the calming effect of these rituals is linked to better sleep patterns, which is crucial for longevity. In a study conducted by researchers at Harvard, it was found that participants who engaged in rhythmic chanting and meditation based rituals reported significant improvements in sleep quality. Sleep, as we know, is one of the most important factors in maintaining mental and physical health over time. It's incredible how such ancient rituals are now being studied with modern scientific tools. Have there been any breakthroughs in understanding the molecular or cellular effects of these rituals? Yes, some of the most cutting edge research is actually happening at the molecular and cellular level. A collaborative study between the University of California and institutes in India has been looking into how the vibrational energy generated during the Mahalakshmi Homam and similar rituals might affect cellular processes. Their findings suggest that certain sound frequencies can influence the expression of genes related to stress management, inflammation, and immune function. Additionally, fire based rituals like homums generate bioactive compounds, including antioxidants and phytochemicals from the herbal ingredients used. These compounds, when inhaled or absorbed through the skin, can potentially interact with the body's biochemical pathways, boosting the immune system and even helping in detoxification. The research in this area is still ongoing, but initial results are promising and show that these rituals may influence cellular health in profound ways. Or do you think all of this new research will shape the way people view and participate in traditional rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam, especially in the global context? I believe we are seeing the beginning of a global reawakening to the value of these ancient practices. As science continues to validate what Vedic texts have taught for thousands of years, people around the world are becoming more open to incorporating these rituals into their lives, not just for spiritual reasons, but for their measurable health and wellness benefits. What's exciting is that modern science is not just explaining the benefits, but also opening up new ways of practicing these rituals in harmony with contemporary lifestyles, whether it is through group sessions in urban centers or integrating homums into holistic wellness programs. I believe the future of the Mahalakshmi homum and similar rituals is very bright. This combination of ancient wisdom and cutting edge science offers the world a holistic path toward well being, grounded in tradition but fully supported by modern research. You have touched on several scientific studies validating the mental, physical, and environmental benefits of rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam. Are there any newer areas of research exploring its impacts on energy healing or subtle body systems? Absolutely. Research in the field of bioenergetics and subtle energy systems is becoming increasingly relevant in the context of rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam. International studies in energy medicine, particularly those from institutions in the US and Europe, have been investigating how the energy generated during fire rituals can influence the body's subtle energy fields, or what in Vedic terms are known as the prana and chakras. Researchers in the field of quantum healing have posited that the vibrations created by mantras and the presence of fire create a harmonic resonance that aligns with the body's natural biofield. This helps clear energetic blockages and restore balance to the chakras. The body's energy center studies have shown that participants who engage in fire rituals experience enhanced biofield coherence, which can lead to improved emotional well being and reduce energetic imbalances, a concept that has its roots in ancient Ayurvedic and Vedic practices. That's intriguing. Are there any concrete ways in which the Mahalaxmi homam or similar rituals affect the body's energy on a measurable level? Yes, there are. Studies from Japan and Russia are exploring the effects of sound vibrations, like those produced during mantra chanting, on water and biological cells. Dr. Masaru Emoto's well known research on the effect of sound on water crystals showed that positive vibrations can change the molecular structure of water, forming beautiful crystalline shapes. This research is now being extended to understand how these sound frequencies interact with the water in our bodies, considering that humans are about 70% water. These findings suggest that chanting during homums can have a profound influence on the molecular structure of the body, enhancing its energetic balance. Furthermore, researchers in Russia have used Kirlian photography to study the human biofield before and after participating in rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam. They found a significant increase in biofield brightness and symmetry after the ritual, indicating a realignment of the body's energy field, which often corresponds to improved mental and physical health. That's remarkable. Are there any newer developments in how these rituals might impact communal energy or collective consciousness? Yes, collective consciousness is an area of deep interest, especially when considering the communal nature of the Mahalakshmi Homam. Newer research in the field of social neuroscience from universities like Oxford and MIT is exploring how synchronized group activities such as chanting, rituals, or even coordinated movements can create what they call collective effervescence. This concept refers to the heightened energy and sense of unity experienced by participants in a group ritual, and it has been shown to have a measurable impact on group bonding and even collective problem solving abilities. For instance, in studies where participants engage in group chanting or meditation practices, researchers observed an increase in brainwave synchronization, particularly in the alpha and theta frequencies, which are associated with relaxation and heightened awareness. This suggests that the energy generated during rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam can create a shared mental state, enhancing feelings of community, empathy, and cooperation. In fact, international studies such as those conducted by the Heart Math Institute have found that group coherence practices, including synchronized chanting and rituals, can impact the Earth's magnetic field. The theory is that when large groups engage in coherent energy practices like homums, they may influence global energy fields. While this is still a speculative area of research, the early results are promising. It's impressive to see how interconnected everything is, from individual health to planetary well-being. Where do you see the future research on rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam heading? I think the future of research on rituals like the Mahalakshmi Homam will continue to evolve in several directions. On the one hand, we will see more sophisticated studies using advanced technologies like EEG, fMRI, and biofeedback to further explore how these rituals influence brain activity, immune responses, and cellular health. There's already promising work being done in psychoneuroimmunology, which explores the connection between the mind, the nervous system, and immune function. This could reveal even more about how homums strengthen the immune system and promote physical resilience. On the other hand, I expect more studies on the environmental and planetary impacts of fire rituals, especially in the context of climate change and sustainability. The ancient practice of using fire to purify the air is gaining traction as scientists for natural methods of reducing pollution. We are only beginning to understand the full potential of these rituals to contribute to ecological balance. Finally, as more people from around the world become interested in holistic and integrative health practices, I believe that the Mahalakshmi Homam will gain wider recognition as both a spiritual and scientific practice. The global interest in mindfulness, wellness, and energy medicine aligns perfectly with what these ancient rituals have to offer. In conclusion, we are standing at a unique crossroads where ancient wisdom and modern science are merging, revealing new dimensions of understanding and benefiting individuals, communities, and even the environment. The future is bright, and we are excited to be part of this unfolding journey, Jai Gurudev.